What's going on, people? Today we're going to be covering logo design versus brand identity. What's the difference between the two? What's their purpose and how each can help your business? Because logo design and brand identity coincide with each other, there's quite a lot of overlap, which causes quite a bit of confusion. For that reason alone, I thought it'd be so viable to do a video around these different bits of design terminology, just because as a business owner, of course, it's important to know what you want. And also being able to communicate that to a designer is so important as well. So first and foremost, a logo traditionally is the first thing that we'll come into contact with, which has a visual association with a business. Its main objective is to identify. A logo can be something like a symbol, a mascot, an icon, text-based, or sometimes even a combination of the two. Your logo is there to make a great first impression. It's what's either going to invite or deter people from interacting with you and your business. A lot of business owners believe that because they've got a strong logo, that automatically means that they've got a strong brand identity. And although the logo is a key part of a brand identity, it's just one small piece of the puzzle. A brand identity is a collection of all the visual elements that your business uses to express itself. And when I'm asked to describe what a brand identity is, the easiest way that I can put it across is that it's all encompassing. It's not only your logo, but it's things like colors, typography, patterns, iconography, and any other visual elements that you have and how they're used. The importance being how they're used, which I want to draw your attention to as well, because you might have a plethora of visual elements that you can draw on at any given point for all these different types of things that you're trying to do. But if there's no consistency there across the board, you're going to struggle to build a strong brand identity, which is why things like brand guidelines are so important to follow, because they'll give you best practices on how to get the most out of your logo, your color schemes, your typography, all of these visual elements, so that you can create that consistency across your brand identity. And a strong brand identity will use all of these visual elements to create consistency in everything that it uses. So everything from the marketing materials, whether that's digital or print, that can be stuff like your business cards, your letterheads, stationery, pop-up banners, billboards, whatever it is, all the way up until your digital stuff. If you're an online business, for example, might look something like a website, your social media presence. It covers literally everything. The consistency or consistent and constant exposure to particular visual elements when it comes to your brand identity is what's going to help you as a business not only stand out from the crowd, become more memorable, and in time recognizable as well. So to summarize, when I'm working on a brand identity project for a client, it's not just one touch point, aka the logo design, but it's all of these different touch points combined, and when combined, that create consistency through the entire brand identity. And like I say, they're made up of things like your color schemes, your typography, patterns, iconography, sometimes even various different logo lockups as well, which could be your primary logo that you use mainly throughout everything, and then maybe a secondary logo that you use on stuff like your packaging and things like that. If what you're looking to do is build a strong connection that establishes a certain perception to your target audience, then have a think about the ways and means that you can do that through brand identity design, rather than just focusing on your logo. Perfect example of how a strong brand identity can change perceptions is what IKEA did when they shifted from quite a striking and unusual red in 1981 to the colour scheme that we see now in 1983 and beyond. The logo was kept the same more or less, but it was the colour schemes that IKEA decided to change. And if you're not convinced in the power of brand identity, ask yourself this: would you still have the same perception of IKEA today if they decided to keep that same red? Probably not. And that, my friends, is the sweet science behind brand identity design. And although my opinion on brand identity might be a little bit biased, given that I'm a logo and brand identity designer, I strongly believe that any of you businesses or business owners watching this should definitely think about investing in brand identity if you're in that position, or if you're looking to maybe take the next level in your business from just having a logo to creating more of an established connection to your target audience. Most definitely look into brand identity design. And if you've got any questions, I'm right here, so let me know. Understanding design jargon isn't easy. For lack of a better word, it's an absolute ball ache to try and get your head around. So hopefully by watching this video, you've learned something new. My overall goal behind this is just to educate you guys on how to get the most out of your designer. And one of the ways in doing that is being able to communicate exactly what you're trying to achieve from a project. So hopefully you've learned something new. And if you have, make sure to drop a like on the video. Drop a comment if you've got any questions for me or you'd like to elaborate on any of the things that I've brought up today, and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Take care, and I'll see you all in the next one.